how to thin out your hair, whether you're stuck at home due to quarantine or you just want to do some maintenance on your hair because your hair is just so darn thick. So there's a few things that you're going to need. A hair cutting comb is one. You actually can do this without a comb. I'll show you how. You need a pair of thinning shears. All right, let's take a closer look at these things right in through here. So as you can see, they've got different type of teeth on them, which means that when you're using them on your hair, it doesn't take a whole chunk out. And then secondly, we're using a razor. This is a feather razor, which is a professional hair cutting tool. So you do have to invest some money, right? And if you are interested, in the description is the link to my Amazon affiliate page where I have all the tools that I've used. I've got this off of Amazon. These combs I sell on my website, though. However, these are my combs. Everything is there on, for the most part, on my Amazon shop page of what I use, what I purchase on Amazon for hair stuff. All right, so let's start first with the thinning shears, and then we'll go into the razor. To do this, I suggest anytime you're thinning out hair, or even if you're a professional, it's good to know this, I suggest doing this on fully dry hair, because when the hair is at its dry state, it actually is at its best as far as feeling how thick it is or how thin it is. But when the hair is wet, it just weighs it down. It's really deceiving. Once the hair is dry, that's when you get the poofiness. That's when everything really starts to puff out and you say, oh wow, my hair is so thick. Also, you need to, if you have a longer haircut like this, you may not necessarily have like an 80s mullet like this, but this applies to anyone who has, whether it's short textured hair on top or longer hair like this. I don't suggest doing this if your hair is curly, if it gets frizzy, because you will literally turn your hair into a frizz pot. It would not be cool. So straight hair usually works best, but your hair needs to be very, very, very thick. And trust me, you'll know if you have thick hair. Feel where the hair is at its thickest, where it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much hair. That's where you should focus on. You don't want to thin out hair in areas where the hair is a bit thinner. Kind of makes sense, but it could be a little bit, you'll be like, wait a minute, do I thin all my hair? No, don't thin out the areas that are already thinner or have less hair than others. So what you need to do is pick what area you want to start in. Now the thinning shear, what I like to do, I like to start usually around this part of the hair and out. Because if you go too close down to the scalp right here, you actually sometimes can take out too much weight, and you're also creating really shorter pieces really close into here. The only way I go in and do that if the hair is a bit on the shorter side, and I'll lay the thinning shear down and I'll slide out like that, but I don't even really recommend that. What I do is I go by feel, I'll pull the hair out, and I'll let the hair almost drop into the scissors. This is really the crucial part right here. So I'm gonna hold the hair and let it drop. I'm feeling for the thickness and I'm letting the hair drop right into the thinning shears. And as you can see, I'm literally just cutting the hair, and I'll move out of the way so you can see, I'm literally just cutting the hair in the areas where it feels heavy. I'm not going down to the scalp because I don't want to thin it out. I want the heaviness and the areas where it's too heavy to look normal and feel normal. And the good thing again about this being dry is that you see the hair coming out and then you also can feel it. You get immediate results and the hair will not lie to you when it's dry, put it that way. You can do that on any hair length as well, even if the hair is a bit shorter. Now let's go on to this mannequin, and then I'll show you once again a little trick with this tool, and then we'll go and use the razor. Now, for a haircut like this, I immediately feel that it's really heavy in through here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work in through the ends, the same exact technique. You can also twist the hair in sections. Sometimes it creates a bit more of a textured look when you do that. This is really, really great. Even if you are a hairstylist or barber or whatever, this really works well. So you can see, look at that chunk I took here. Put the scissor in. And I'm not, here's also what's important, I'm not chomping down so that the entire hair section gets completely removed from the head. I'm just taking one, and that's it. You can even twist, one chomp, that's enough. Now let's go with the razor here. Now this is a bit more complex and more advanced. I don't suggest doing this at home, but this trick really is a lifesaver. All right, so make sure that the hair where you're going to be thinning the hair out and removing the weight is, again, has to be dry, and it's fully combed through and combed downwards. Now, when I look at this, I see this area is a bit rounded, right? And it's, to me, a bit heavy. Here's the trick. If you're doing this yourself, you use the comb it straight down. You're gonna comb it and put the razor right above where the comb is. Don't start up here, right here. And now I'm removing and scraping the top layer of the weight. Removing and scraping the top layer of the weight. And what this is doing, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, and that's what's so great about this technique, is it's actually just removing the top layer. And look at that difference. See how now it's not so rounded here and it's not so full? We've actually reduced the weight by just removing excess layers, right? It's almost like getting, liposuction or something. You're just removing the excess layers of fat here. Look at that right there. Beautiful. And there you have it. So I know this is going to be very helpful for many of you who have this issue. Trust me, it works. I've been doing it for most of my career. They're great techniques. Even if you're a professional, or just a consumer and you're like, my hair's so thick, I'm stuck at home or between haircuts or something, just don't overdo it. Be very, very careful. Baby steps when it comes to this stuff. And let me know if you found this helpful. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.